Don't you love it when people will make up lies about you and say things either out of context or deliberately that is a lie to make you look bad? How many times has that happened to you? It's happened to me plenty of times, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about that because the other day I was looking at, some of the comments on my main channel, Automatic Fidel, and I don't really look at comments for the most part. I will occasionally look over them and like, okay, but for the most part, I don't actually like really reply. I'll just look over them occasionally, and I saw a comment from someone saying, "You keep deleting my comments, shows what kind of person you are." And I'm just like, this is the first time I've ever seen your comment at all. And you're accusing me of deleting your comments when I have never even seen them. Okay, right, yeah, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, it makes me look so bad that I didn't even see him. so I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I don't know what this person's talking about. I saw not only that, the comment where they said you keep deleting my comments, shows the kind of person they are. That was blocked by YouTube. That was in the blocked tab on YouTube for, it said like foul language or something, or not even say foul language, it just said spam or something. So it said, it's like, okay, maybe this person kept commenting something on the video and YouTube automatically removed them. I don't know how YouTube comments work anymore. They've just gone crazy now. Like they are definitely, they hide comments from people. Sometimes. Oh, that's right. You know how I saw that comment as well? So I'm looking at my comments. The only way that I could see the comment was not on the comment tab, in my YouTube studio. I had to actually go to the video and look at the comments there. And that is where I actually saw that. It's like, but why is it not showing up on my end, in the YouTube studio? So obviously there's something really, really wrong with YouTube comments, but you're going to sit there and blame me for something that I have no involvement in whatsoever. Right, okay, I gotcha. So, again, I don't know if this person is just being honest here or they're just making up a bunch of lies just to try to make me look bad. I kind of have a feeling that it's going to be the latter. Because it's just nonsense. It really is. But then there's plenty of other people who I've seen comment things or not even directly comment on my videos, but like on other sites, people have had discussions about me, and they've said things that I've never even done at all. I mean, there was someone who said that I was on some like social media website that's like, not any of like the mainstream ones, and I created like 10 different fake accounts, and I was contacting the owner of the website, and I kept like giving them death threats and saying all this rude, hateful, nasty stuff, and I just kept threatening this and that, and then every time they would block me, I would create a new account. It's like, right, yeah, I did that. And not only that, the time frame that they gave was when I was supposed to be like a teenager. And they were saying that I was a female. Obviously, they didn't know that I was a transgender person. I was still a male at that time. So this person is just deliberately just making up like where are you coming up with this? Like, are you just like, are you having a fantasy land here or something? You're just thinking up a scenario of what you're thinking I could possibly do, that's not even based in reality, and then you're just saying these things to make me look bad for all the people who are going to read it and not fact check you, who are going to just blindly believe you. See, that is when the fact checkers can come in handy. I think that's why the fact checkers exist, all the fake fact checkers on Facebook and everything. We don't need to get into them, but I think fact checking things, I think it does serve some sort of purpose because it happens on both sides. Like you see on Facebook, people trying to talk about the dangers of, just get that right injected in there, talking about that. Oh no, Facebook will block you for saying anything about that, even if it's true. Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But then I see things from the other side saying, saying things, exactly about that. It's like, okay, yeah, no, you're not making any sense here. You're putting two things together here. It's not making any sense. I've seen things regarding things that Bill Gates have supposedly said, like giving a speech about something, but it wasn't even Bill Gates at all. That was also not accurate. Things regarding, the former president, the Mr. Orange Man, and they say that is like major fake news on both sides. Okay, there are people who hate him, people who love him, and they both just spit out just fake news nonstop to make him either look really good or really bad. But it's just all just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. So I think when you hear these things and you read these things, don't believe it at face value. Think about it for a moment. Get some other facts, get alternative facts, get the answers. Like, I don't know how many times. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's happened to me before. I will see something posted on some of these like natural medicine blogs or sites or whatever, and this and that, and I'm just like, oh, here's a good example. So they said that there was some sort of statistic about the amount of people who have died from that thing from the past year. Okay, and then they gave the numbers and they did this and everything, and I'm like, hold up for a moment. Whoever wrote this is obviously doesn't know how to calculate, because I calculated myself. They moved the decimal place over 1 to make it actually look like practically 100% when it was actually like 95%. You know what I mean? So instead of they made it look like 99.5% when it was actually 95%. Does that make sense? Or it was 99.95 when it was actually 99.5. I mean, it was, the difference is minor, but still, you're not doing the math correctly. You're giving people these false statistics. So even though I follow these natural health sites and everything, I'll see something, I'm like, okay, I'm going to look this up for myself. I'm going to come to my own conclusion about this. I'm going to find out the information and see if what you're presenting here is accurate. Okay? I don't consume fake news. I don't consume a bunch of propaganda. I review the information, I analyze it, and then I figure out, okay, where's this coming from now? What's the real deal? So that's what you got to do. So when people are lying about me and saying all these crazy things, it's like, yeah, obviously you don't know what you're talking about. Obviously you're either deliberately lying or you're just mistaken. And anyone who's going to believe you is obviously just very, very gullible. Just believe a bunch of lies saying, I had all these fake accounts as a female before I even transitioned. Right, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, of course I did. Or that I'm deleting all your comments even though I've just now seen them. But that does bring up a good point though, because that was someone who just got really upset that I was deleting their comments. But I have seen comments here and on my other channels as well. If you post a link to anything, don't post a link to anything. Don't post any links, because YouTube will block it. Okay, or if you want to post a link, go over to Odyssey and post it. All these videos go up on Odyssey, including more that you may not see. Odyssey.com. You can come and join. It'll be amazing. It'll be great. And yeah, that's it. You all take care. Have a great one, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.